Jai Guruji, Jai Makali. I hope everybody is doing well. So today is the first night of the Navratri, this festival of Navratri, which is going to last for the next 9 days before it reaches its culmination and then completes on the Shara, which is also called as the Vijayadashmi, which is actually the significance or the demonstration of the victory of truth over the evil. Okay, we'll talk about that when that reaches. But let's talk about these 9 days, these 9 nights, especially of the Navratri, very auspicious nights. It happens twice. Once it happens once in the Chaitra month, uh, which means once in summers, most probably I think in the month of April, which is the spring season or the onset of summers also. And the other one is in the Ashwin month, and I'm taking these names from Vedic nomenclature. These are not English names, but for your convenience, Ashwin month falls in the month of September or the beginning of October, which means that it's the onset of winters. Okay, so these 18 nights out of the 365 days are very potent and very powerful. These are the gateways or the portals which open up, where if you are doing sadhana, if you are doing bhakti of a Devi, then these are the times when you may see some transformative events happening in your lives. And when I say transformation, then transformation can have different meanings for different people. For some people, it may have to do with the transformation of a career or job. For the others, it may have to do with the transformation of a relationship, let's say. For somebody, it may be the transformation of their finances. For somebody, they may want to relocate to another city or another town or another country for that matter, and then so on. But eventually, when I say transformation, then I mostly talk about and I mostly focus on the union with the one, or the union with the God, the union with the Paramatma, or the super consciousness, because that's what you need at the end of the day. You may be happy when some of your needs of the material worlds are met, let's say. You may be happy for, let's say, for a few days, for a few months, or for a few years as well. But then over the over the course of duration, let's say that a few years passed away, and or maybe a decade passed away. At the end uh, of your life, or when you are growing towards that stage, let's say 40 plus, 50 plus, you would actually realize that these things don't matter at all, because when you are sick, you're not in the best of your health, then all you want is the best of your health. And then likewise, whatever the lack you have in your life, you always focus on the lack, and you pray or you manifest that that lack actually, or something comes in your life and that lack goes away, and that union becomes one. But here I am talking about the union with the divine, because eventually, if you want to decode the mysteries of the universe, and if you really want to solve this puzzle of the universe, the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, this chakra which is going on for infinite lifetimes after lifetimes, if you want to break this jinx and come out of this and then see the truth, who you really are, where you came from, and who is God, what is that super consciousness, what is enlightenment, what is nirvana, what is moksha, what is mukti, all these questions. If you're really curious and if you have that hunger within you, you will definitely start um, watching over every action that you make and take with respect to your thoughts, with respect to your speech, and then with respect to the actual action um, by doing physical karma. So depending upon that, um, when you are onto the path of sadhana, then the only goal should be to merge with the divine and not deviate with the wants, desires, and greeds of the material world, because everything else apart from the super consciousness or apart from the God, Bhagwan, Paramatma, whatever you want to call it, is temporary. There is only one thing in the entire universe or in the multiverses or in the entire Brahmand, and which is that God, that Bhagwan, that Paramatma. And when you are really curious to know about that, then during the course of action or during the course of sadhana, God will actually show you uh, different ways, and God would actually open all the doorways for you to come to Him and then embrace Him, because all that He wants is that you realize the truth and then you come home. Okay, as of now, all of us are just wandering, uh, or we are lost. But at some point in time, when we are tired from life, we are tired from our stupidity, um, we all will have to onboard that bus and then go back home. Okay, so enough of that lecture. But the intent is that uh, if you are on your way to sadhana, then instead of deviating away from the path and then running after and chasing after the material things in the world, which may give you that temporary happiness, let's not deviate from that soul union and path, and let's not deviate from the goal. Okay, the ultimate goal is to merge with the super consciousness, to merge with the God. Okay, so I mentioned that I'll post these short videos for the next 9 days, so that all of us can come together and then do this sadhana. The first Devi from all the 10 Mahavidyas that I'm talking about, the first Mahavidya is Kali, and she resides at the base of your spine, or she is the Shakti, or she is the Muladhara chakra itself. And when you invoke Ma Kali, when you awaken her strength, then that's going to give that spark in your Muladhara chakra, which is actually going to be the initiation or the awakening of your Kundalini. And the Kundalini, which is um, situated right at the base of our spine, coiled up like a snake or a cobra, and wanting for that one spark, when it actually starts coiling up and then goes and then meet here at the bindu, which is actually the abode of Shiva. So when this cycle completes, then we call it as Shakti meets Shiva, and that's where all the awakening, all the enlightenment, and all the knowledge of the truth starts happening. Okay, how can we do this sadhana? Very simple. Um, you could either read Kali Kavach, or you could either listen to Kali Kavach if you uh, have problem reading Sanskrit. Okay, you could actually follow the lyrics. The other thing is you could also play and chant the 1000 names of Mahakali. We call it as Kali Sahasranam. So Sahasra in Sanskrit means 1000. So Kali Sahasranam means 1000 names of Mahakali. These two rituals will be more than powerful for you. Um, but if you really want, if you really don't have that much of time, I would say then at least start with the chanting of a mantra, and you could chant this mantra 27 times, 54 times, or 108 times. Okay, so tonight we can invoke Ma Kali Shakti, and we can start with the Kali Kavach, the Kali Sahasranam, or this mantra that I am going to give you now. This mantra is Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swada Namostute. Okay. In this mantra we chant and we invoke Ma Kali, and we appreciate her strength uh, and her super powerful abilities that she possesses when she kills all the demons. And demons here denote the vikaras or the evils that we have. So Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Vasna are the vikaras which are covering as a veil. It's a very thin veil of these karma, which is the only obstacle, which is the only wall between the actual Paramatma and us. The moment this veil goes down, would we be able to merge with the divine? And that's very simple. We we continue to do good deeds, and we continue to walk the path of righteousness, and then we also continue to purify our body and our karma by way of chanting, by way of satsangs, by way of pilgrimages, all by way of yajna or the fireworks or the havans. See, all these are methods to purify the evils inside us and outside us, so that that veil drops down, and then we are able to merge with the divine. Okay, with that said, we conclude for this night. I wish you a very happy Navratri again.